Perfect. Well, welcome to tonight's team call, you guys. It is very sunny and still very warm, so I'm going to try and soak up as much of that as humanly possible. Tonight, we have our special guest, which just makes me beyond excited because this girl is on fire. She is one of my very, very closest friends, and I figured to invite her team and our Girly Gains Nation team and basically whoever else creeps my team page to join us. Because she just always drops the most incredible bombs for everybody. And Mariah has been on fire this year. She's really decided to lean into her superpowers, and I think we have a ton to learn from her. She is officially a 6-star diamond coach, and next week, your guys' team will be a 7-star diamond team, which is freaking wild and so incredible, and you guys, once again, are on fire, and we're so proud of you. So what I urge you guys to do is make sure that you have your pen and paper out. You take down notes, and for the next half an hour, 45 minutes, hour, however long this takes us, is that you're just intentional with your time, and you're here to listen and then figure out what you can take away from tonight's call and really implement as you move forward, because we know how incredibly important it is for you guys to take time out of your night and out of your day to be on these calls. So just make sure that you guys are here and you're present and you're taking away as much as you possibly can. So Mariah, take it away. I'm not sure if I can, oh, perfect, you can unmute yourself.
I got it. You're good. All right, guys. Well, I am so honored and humbled to be here. When Britt, one of my best friends, like she said earlier today, like by now we would have seen each other like 4 or 5 times this year, but you know, hashtag COVID, we got all the things. But when Britt asked me to speak to you guys, I just was like so humbled. So for my team who is on Girly Gains Nation is a 5-star elite, going to be a double elite team, and I'm just really glad that I could be here tonight. And for those of you who don't know who I am Dr. Mariah White, just like Brett had said, and I am a passionate tiny human healer. I'm a board certified pediatric nurse practitioner, and I am a health and happiness coach just here on a mission to serve and bring on amazing humans. A little bit about me for those of you who are on, as well as those of you watching the recording. I started this 4.5 years ago, which is crazy to even think about. December 17th, 2015, I decided to make a decision. But before I made that decision, I was contemplating making a decision to a permanent decision to a temporary problem. I was in the closet in my apartment where I and my ex-husband now at the time was living, and I was literally holding a 9mm in my hand, and I had every intention on taking my life. I was a burnt out, overworked, overweight bedside nurse who just felt like it was not worth me living anymore. I felt like I didn't belong. I felt like nobody really cared if I continued to live on. And although now all of those things are very, very much not real, that's where I was. That's the place that I was in. I was also in a very domestically violent marriage, in a relationship that a lot of people didn't know about. And I was hiding under various layers to try and just make myself feel better. So on December 17th, 2015, my coach, Sarah Freed, who I say didn't just change my life, but saved my life, sent me a message via Facebook. Mind you, I had been ignoring her for the last 8 months. And she literally just reached out and reminded me that I was important and I was valued and that she was thinking about me and she couldn't wait for me to join. And right there in that moment, I put down the gun. I walked outside the closet, of which my ex-husband had no idea what I was doing. And I said, you're either going to lose your wife or I need to do this. A lot of people didn't realize at the time I had exactly $176.46. And that was the cost of a challenge pack. I drained my entire bank account in order to get a challenge pack. So when you have objections that they don't have money, tell them I call BS, because guess what? My $160 investment saved my life. And it saved my daughter's life, and it caused me to be able to have this life that I could not have even dreamed up, even if I had thought it. So I am a mom to two, one blessing I birthed and one blessing I was gifted. I have a bonus daughter who is 5. Her name is Alicia Joy. She's the love of my life. And I have my 16-month-old Spitfire. Her name is Bianca Marie, love of my life and squishy. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you're pretty much obsessed with her and don't really watch me or pay attention to me at all, which is okay because she's super cute. Hence Chelsea's beautiful daughter right there. So I just wanted to share a little bit about me and my story. Don't ever think that your story doesn't matter. I always say your mess is your message and your story matters. And don't ever think that small beginnings are something that can't lead to something greater, because clearly I'm a testament to that. Last year, I ended as a 3-star, 2-time premier team, which I was so proud of. Team Bold and Beautiful that we locked in premier yet again. And we were a 3-star diamond team. But let me say something. The beginning of January was a rough time because we were only a 1-star diamond team. 1-star diamond team. And now it is August 6th and we are in 7-star qualification. Next week, we are locking it in. So that means between the time of January to now, we have literally built this massive powerhouse team that has always been there. And I've known it's always been there, but we continue to chip away at a vision. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight. So whether you are a coach that signed up yesterday, a coach that has been around for 3 years, a coach that's been around for 5 years, and you're in a space where you're like, I want more, I know that I can do more, but you don't quite know how to get there. Right now, I'm just going to talk to you about how you can prepare your vision right now for what your future is going to hold. Right now, as a doc NP, I'm not practicing, and a little backstory to that. In February, I had been in a very difficult space at my job. And, you know, Britt and I talked about it a lot. It was very toxic. It was very abusive. I decided that I was no longer going to work for a company that just didn't serve me. And with that being said, I resigned in February, and March 4th of this year, they decided that they no longer need me along with 4 other docs. Crazy, right? How do pediatricians get fired like literally 6 days before COVID, mind you? Nobody had any idea what was going to happen. And I literally remember sitting there crying in my car. For 2 hours, I sat there and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills. I don't know how to feed my children. I think I'm going to lose my kids and I don't know where to go from here. And I literally just said, all in with Beachbody. I'm going to go all in with Beachbody. And the month of July, I made $12,000, which is double my income as a doc NP. And I have continued to surpass my income. So I don't say that to brag and boast. I say that to inspire and empower, that if you go all in with your vision that I'm going to talk about here in a second, I promise you, you will see success. I promise you, you will continue to build. And this is how you break down your vision. If you know exactly why you're doing this, if you know exactly why you started. For me, my start came from, I was at rock bottom. Sometimes we all need a rock bottom. Sometimes we need that thing that's going to propel us forward. And I'm not saying everybody needs a rock bottom. Somebody really could have just came in with the idea like, I love fitness and I just want to get fit and I want to build an income. If that's you, that's great. But I'm telling you that you have to have a deeper why. For any of you who are moms, raise your hands if you're a mom. Okay. You guys have a very, very deep rooted why. You carried that why for 9 months, right? Say you're not a mom yet who wants to become a mom. You have a deep rooted why because you have a why that doesn't yet exist. That will. And when they get here, I want you to have the most incredible life set up for them before they even know what hit them. When I think about a decision I made 5 years ago, and now that my daughter's 16 months old, I know that my business is going to be her education fund. I know that my business is going to set her up, not just for a temporary of what her life is within my house, but build a legacy outside of it. That's why I'm working so hard. That's what my vision is. And right now, whether you are an emerald coach, a coach just starting out, a ruby coach, a diamond coach, a 1-star, whatever your rank is, I really don't care, because you literally, one, need to understand that you can have belief in this business that's bigger than any rank, bigger than anything that you could possibly imagine, but you have to start with why you do something. So there's an exercise that I do with a lot of my team. Jen Benjamin is like the master of this. And I always ask you, you say your why, and then I want you to go 7 levels deeper. So if I were to sit there and say, Britt, what is your why? She were to give me a response. Granted, this is me making something up. And I say, Britt, what is your why? I want to help people get healthy and happy. Well, why? Well, because I wasn't healthy and happy. Well, why does that matter to you? Because I want to continue to build a legacy. Okay, why does that matter to you? Because when I have children, I want to be able to have a life by design. I want to own my house. I want to have multiple houses in Canada and the US and in Europe. Okay, why does that matter to you? Because I didn't have that growing up. Okay, why does that matter to you? Because I want to be able to give my kids what I didn't have, but show them what's possible for the future. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going until you get to a why that makes you cry. Your why literally has to make you cry. Literally, if I were, I'm like starting to tear up even thinking about mine. When I think about my why and I think about my girls, tears start to well up in my eye, and you're peeling back the layers, just like Britt said, you're peeling back the layers to figure out your why, because this is why, no pun intended, this is why it matters. Life is going to suck. Nobody could have planned for a global pandemic. Nobody could have planned for all of our trips to be canceled. Nobody could have planned for, I don't know Canada's number, so I apologize, but 150,000 United States citizens to die. Nobody could have planned that George Floyd would have been killed in the middle of a street for everyone to see, and systemic racism that has been around forever to literally be like, bam, in your face. Nobody planned for all of this to happen, but yet somehow, some way things happened. And you have one of 2 choices. You can either fold, quit, go away somewhere, or you can lean in deeper to your why. Why do you do this? Why do you show up? Why do you continue to show up? I have some amazing humans on my team, and some of you are even on this screen, one of which is going through a very difficult divorce. The hardest thing I could ever think about in my life was going through my divorce, and she's going through it. And yet in the midst of that pain, in the midst of that turmoil, she's leveling up in her leadership. She's continuing to bring people on. She's continuing to add amazing humans. Why? It might be for a selfish reason, right? She's bringing more humans to then pour into her, to surround her with positivity, but then she's giving back. She's going levels deep because she understands her son needs that financial freedom, because now she's going to be a single mom and she can do it. She's going deeper into the team, deeper into her why, deeper into her vision, because guess what? Life is going to suck sometimes. Seasons are going to suck sometimes. I have one of my amazing humans that I brought on. The very first 6 months that she was with me, she lost 5 direct family members and watched 1 die in front of her. Did she quit? No. She leaned into the team. She leaned into sending invites. Why? Because that was something that she could control. Control the controllables and release the rest. What can you control in your business? What can you control in your business? Every damn thing on this tracker. You can do your workout. You can drink your Shakeology. You can send your invites. You can do your personal development. You can inspire another person. You can put up a post. You can put up some stories, and you can make sure that you check in with the people that you already have. If you're doing everything on this tracker, even if you feel like you're just treading water, I promise you that every single inch matters. Every single inch towards your overall vision will matter. If you think about top coaches, and I'm not talking about like right now top coaches, because that's a whole different story. I'm talking about top coaches like Lindsay Matway. I'm talking about top coaches like, just, what's her name? I can't even think. Britt, help me. Dark hair. Oh my
Melissa
gosh.
McAllister.
Thank you, Melissa McAllister. Like I'm talking about like Kim Fitzpatrick, Angie Belmar. Like I'm talking about legend in this bit. Trina Gray, my upline. Like literally, Trina maybe brings on 3 people every single month, and she has for 12 years in this business. Brings in multiple $1 million figures into her business every single year, and she goes inches. She has been an elite coach 8 years in a row. Why? Because she goes inches. It's not about you need to hit Success Club 1,000. It's not about being the top recruiter every single month. Sometimes it's just those inches, because guess what? There are seasons that get really hard. The seasons of my divorce, I just went inches. The seasons where I was getting my doctorate, I just went inches. The season that I was pregnant and I was giving birth to my daughter, I just went inches. But all of those inches equated to us being a 7-star diamond team, being us leading to superstar. We locked in this massive vision that we are going to be a superstar team. There's multiple reasons why we decided to go for that goal together as a team, but it led to multiple visions coming together to make something happen. So I wanted to share a quote by Vince Lombardi, and it says, "The quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor." And one of my sweet, amazing friends have shared with me The Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod. He talks about the miracle equation. And what is the miracle equation? Unwavering faith and extraordinary effort. It comes together and it does exactly what Vince Lombardi just talked about. Excellence in this life, a life completely by design. If I think about even Britt's like upline, Morgan Rieger, she literally gets to live a life by design. She bought land, built the most beautiful house I've ever seen on Instagram. Granted, I haven't walked in it myself, but it is gorgeous. And I've been able to see her live her life completely by design, completely being able to take care of her daughter, completely being able to be home and present as a wife, as a mom, as a businesswoman. What does your future look like? What does your why look like? Now, you're probably thinking, okay, Mariah, I maybe have a vision, maybe I need to work on my vision, but what now? The action item that I need you to take away from everything I just said is that you have got to do the work even when it's hard. You have to do the work even when you don't want to show up. You have to do the work even when it seems like nothing is going your way. When you get a million no's, when people are literally not responding to you, when people are literally not filling out the share cart that they just told you that they wanted to do. It is going to happen. You are going to get coach cancellations. You are going to find coaches that you just don't agree with. Hell, you could even have an upline you don't agree with. I hope none of you on the screen have that, but it is the truth. It is just life. But I'm going to tell you something that not a lot of coaches are going to tell you. If you have the heart, the hustle, the grit, and the fire, you will always succeed in this business, because you will believe that inches matter more, and you will continue to put your vision and your why first and foremost, and you will go after it. So if you right now are an emerald coach, a regular coach, a ruby coach, a diamond coach, and you want more, ask yourself, what's stopping you? Because most of the time it's you. If I asked myself, why do most coaches find diamond to be difficult? It's because they make finding 12 people very difficult. Diamond can happen in a week. Why do I know that? Because I've seen it happen. How can I prove that? Because when I was a coach, I went diamond in 90 days, and everybody thought back in 2015 that was a freaking deal. I don't know how many freaking calls I got on for people interviewing me on like, how did you go diamond in 90 days? And now somebody who goes diamond in 90 days, I'm like, I've seen it done faster. Not that I'm saying that it diminishes anything. I'm just saying I've seen it happen. And this is why. My second CBC, I made it diamond in 30 days. And then all of a sudden, my beautiful friend Lauren, one of my almost 2-star diamond coaches, brings on a coach, and her butt goes diamond in 14 days. Literally 14 days. I went back in the back office and I counted. Then in 28 days, she went 1-star with her controlled account. And I literally was like, oh no. The competitive Mariah was like, I gotta challenge this. So then I sat there and I took one of my controlled accounts and made it diamond in 7 days. And I said, what is the breakdown on trying to get to diamond? It's the belief. It's the decision. It's the finding the unwavering faith that it will happen, and then the extraordinary effort of sending out the invites, doing the follow-ups, resending the share cards, and making it happen over and over and over again until you find those 12 people. Because right now, I bet you if I were to say, list off 12 people, you could rattle off 15. You could probably even rattle off 50. And if I really challenge you, you could rattle off about 200. 12 people, you're stopping because you're afraid of what they're going to say. What's the worst people can say? No? Does that really hurt your feelings? Does that really make you feel that bad? Do you really have to feel like crushed because somebody told you no? No. Why are people associating no to your worth? No is no. No is literally no. And it might be no, not right now. No, I'm not in the right space, but it doesn't mean no, you suck. No, you are a piece of crap. No, you're not worth it. No, I don't want to do this with you. It doesn't mean that. Most of the time, somebody's no is about them. But we as coaches take it so personally that it's us, that it's an us issue. It's not. We're already doing the work. We work out every day. We drink our Shakeology every day. We're sitting there and diving into personal development every day. But yet somehow, some way, we're allowing a no to diminish our value as human beings. Stop. Cut the BS. A no is a no, and it has nothing to do with you. That no means nothing with you at all. That no is them. Stop making their no about you. It's them. Just be like, man, I'm sorry that you just feel like you're not worth $160 right now. I believe that you are. And when you're ready, I'm here. Why does that matter? Because for 8 months, Sarah Freed asked me over and over and over and over again. And the whole entire time that I was telling her no, it's because I didn't think that I was worth living. My no had nothing to do with her and everything to do with me. And when I was finally ready to say yes, it was because my worth, the value I had on my life, mattered. And I said yes, and I went all in. So stop overcomplicating diamond. Diamond is a stepping stone, not a milestone. When you need to get going in your business, you like when everybody's like, oh, I opened up my business, I went emerald. No, your business didn't open up until you hit diamond. Why? Because unless you've gone through some type of 6-week qualification, you don't know what a business is. And I'm just going to be straight up with you. So when you are sitting there thinking about, I need to open up my business is, I need to find 12 people that I can help. And I need to disassociate a no. I need to disassociate the normal things that are going to happen, cancellations, people ghosting me, people quitting, people saying they're going to do something and then not do it. It's life. It's life. But it does not diminish who you are as a person. It does not diminish who you are as a businesswoman, and it doesn't diminish your vision. You can have everything in this life that you could possibly want. All it takes is unwavering faith, extraordinary effort, go levels deep in your why, and do the needle moving action steps on your business activity tracker every single day. When it's hard, when it's not hard, when it's good seasons, when it's bad seasons, and inch by inch by inch, you will get to where you want to be. Because at the end of the day, if you look at all, I saw two more superstars got entered in, which I was like, we're going to be 58. I'm so competitive. But I think all 62 superstars, what happens after they get superstar? It's not that they just want to quit. It's that they keep going again, superstar again, superstar again. You have to keep going and going and going. Guys, life is a journey, it's not a destination. Weight loss is a journey, it's not a destination. You will never sit there and say, oh, I lost 35 pounds, and then go smash a freaking burger and french fries and ice cream for the rest of your life. Because all you're going to do is just gain it right back, right? You have to keep it off. It's a maintenance thing. You have to just keep going and going and going. That's the same with this business. This is the same with this business. Britt, bless her heart, has gone through a complete revamp after last year. And guess what? It's inch after inch after inch. Does it diminish who she is as a person? No, she's a remarkable human being. I literally would give her the shirt off my back if she needed it, because she is that important to me. But she is a fearless leader, and I know the type of person that she is, and she will continue to be that person regardless of if she's a 1-star, a 5-star, a 15-star, or a 27-star. It will happen every single time. It's just inch after inch after inch after inch. You have got to continue to show up. I hope that was helpful.
Can I just say multiple mic drops? Oh my goodness. You guys, I don't know about you, but I have 2 pages full of like Mariah quotes right now. I think the thing that stops coaches is at the very start is you don't believe that your why or your vision is possible. And you don't believe that your why or your vision is something that you truly get to achieve. You think it's just for the Lindsay Matways. You think it's just for these other people who got in at 20 or at 2010 when coaching first began, and all that other crap, which is essentially just your BS stories that are holding you back from deciding to go after it. And as a coach who's been coaching for 4 years, and Mariah can tell you, you're going to face those BS stories multiple and multiple and multiple times throughout your business. And you're going to find new layers that you have to continue to blow past and go through. But the thing that is the difference maker from a coach that'll be here 4 years from now, 10 years from now, with the legacy and that legendary status that you all see, is those coaches who are going to continue to go inch by inch by inch. And maybe that inch is you sending out 3 invites like in one day. Maybe that inch is you putting up a post that day and going and responding to comments. That inch is you filling out your business activity tracker once in that day and being like, you know what, if I can crush that out at 6 a.m. and the rest of my day happens, then that happens. And if you think not filling out your business activity tracker at 5 o'clock in the morning and not checking your business or your entire business for the rest of the day can't build a multiple business, a multiple $1 million business, you need to go look at Morgan Rieger. Morgan Rieger only answered her cell phone and her Facebook messages between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. for like 2 years straight, and has a multiple $1 million business now. And that doesn't mean that you're checking messages all day, every day. It is you being intentional with those moments in time that you have, and you being intentional with that business activity tracker. So no matter what's happened today, maybe after this call, you have to go decide, hey, I have to put that 1 inch in today. Maybe today I can go 2 inches, and that's you throwing up that post. That's you going and talking on your stories that you haven't been on for the last 2 weeks. Maybe it's you going and sending out those invites. For me, man, literally my vehicle blew up yesterday, and I've been like running around trying to figure out life again. And today I had like 3 hours. So I sat and I cleared out my emails, my Facebook messages, and my Instagram messages that I haven't touched for like a few days. So it's figuring out what are those inches that are going to make that difference maker. And that's all just about you showing up. And once again, looking at that 7-level deep vision that you have and realizing that you're worth it. So, Mariah, that was incredible. Does anybody have any questions for Mariah? About vision making, about anything like that?
I'm an open book. Ask anything.
Shanique, I'm putting you on the spot. Cool.
Did you have a question for me?
You can pick Mariah's brain about anything.
You are putting me on the spot.
She really is. Shanique, what rank are you right now?
I'm diamond, and I think that this call is just great because I mean I've reached out to Brittany. Brittany knows I'm like the last 6 months have been pretty nutty, but just going through, like I wouldn't say rock bottom, but just a very big change in my life. So I think it's just like I liked what you said about the inches because I feel like that's literally what I'm trying to do. I'm like, okay, I hit Success Club, but I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna try to hit Success Club 10, but it's just like inch by inch, and I feel like I'm not putting in like my passion for this business comes in waves. Like I will always be passionate about it and I literally love it and I can't ever see myself not doing it. But it's been like there's like the last few months, the like kind of day by day, there are days I'm like, I can't look at my phone today. I can't answer messages because I don't even have the energy for myself. So I think I just loved what you said about the inches and not being mad about that. Like
and know that you are absolutely 100% allowed to put your phone down, to feel that way, and to only work inch by inch. But I'm going to ask you a tough question. And yes, I'm putting you on the spot. And yes, it's recorded so that when at December 31st, I can sit there and say, hey, what did Shanique do? What is your inch by inch long-term vision for the year 2020? How will you end this year? What's your goal?
I want to be a 2-star diamond for sure. That's definitely kind of my minimum. Like I know that that's on and I've been saying that forever, and I'm just like, I know it's yeah, like I feel like even just kind of going through these big changes makes me realize like, yeah, you want this, you dream about this, this is what you want. And I know that that's
why 2-star?
Maybe I'm selling myself short, but I feel like it's scary for me to say, like, I want to be 5. Like, it's the same, like, kind of what Brittany said. Like, you look at the Lindsay Matways and you're like, oh, 5-star. Like, I think I'm too scared to say. Like, I know I want to be a higher rank, but it's so scary to say.
Right. No, I want you to set goals that feel good for you, especially in the season that you're in. So if right now you're saying this is a really tough season, I think 2-star is a really good stretch goal for you. I don't ever want to diminish that. And 2-star is a very monumental thing because you're able to open up your second franchise or your second CBC. So that's huge. Mm-hmm. If you push for 2, you always find 5 and 5 always. And then if you get the 2, or if you get the 5 or the 3 or the 4 out of that, you will. Mm-hmm. So I think that's an awesome goal. So find 5 people right now in your business. Know that some are going to come along the way. Some are going to still be out there that you need to search. But I am excited because you're going to end the year as a 2020 2-star premier. Yeah, I just throw that out there. Premier coach.
It's going to happen.
Yes. Proud of you.
I love that. And Shanique, you did amazing being put on the spot. Mariah, my question for you is, looking at those hard seasons people are in, regardless of what they're going through, and with all of the seasons of life you've gone through, what is the one thing, like if you could do one thing in your business each day, like when shit has hit the fan and there's one thing that you could do in your business, what would it be?
Invite. No matter what, no matter if I don't put up a post, no matter if I don't put up a story, no matter the day that I've had, 10 out of 10. I'm not even gonna say 9 times out of 10. Every single day I send out at least 20 invites. Why? Because an invite for me is how you make the person feel, because an invite saved my life and I don't know whose life I could potentially save. And also invites are completely in my control. Nobody does my invites for me. It doesn't matter if I have a virtual assistant, nobody will touch my invites, because I believe that me doing invites every single day is the needle mover and the inch driver in my business that has taken me from a diamond coach to a 7-star to a superstar diamond team. Every single day I send an invite, non-negotiable.
I absolutely love that. And same thing, anything, guys, any season that you're going through, it's the invite. Like, regardless. It's like, hey, did you get your like non-negotiable number? And wherever you are in the business, maybe that's 5 invites, maybe that's 10 invites, maybe it's 20 invites. But guess what? How many people watch your stories? How many? I know every single person on this call and watching this call has more than 20 people following on Instagram or on their Facebook, or has more than 20 people in their phone right now. So you make that decision of getting out of your own way and making it happen. Do you guys have any other questions? Okay, this was incredible, and I'm so excited to put this on YouTube like immediately. And this was something that I needed more than ever. So thank you for being the bright, wonderful light that you are. And I think it's just so cool to think of like where we were at NLC a year, like literally a year and a half ago, which seems like 5 years ago. And to see where you are in your business now. And I think it's really cool. And if you guys do not have success partners, if you don't have people that you're working with constantly or putting ideas through and pushing each other through, that has to be on your list, because never would I be this far in my business, and same with Mariah, if we didn't have those group of people that are going to push you. And don't be afraid to reach out to those people who are 1 or 2 ranks above you. Like I remember being like, oh my goodness, that's Mariah White, when I saw her at Jin's place, and it was hilarious. And I think we both thought the same thing about each other, but I was like, oh my God, it's her. And then we decided like, hey, let's run. Like, let's run in this business. And like last year, it was an elite team and a premier team. And this year, she's like, girl, we locked in elite. Let's go. Where are you at? And I'm like, deal. And that's the kind of thing that you need in your life. You need somebody who is going to be there to push you and make you move those, send out those invites. Hey, what are you doing? Right? And find those people who are going to do that for you, and have those people who are going to pour belief back into you with 2 pages of like the most incredible quotes. Like I got Instagram posts for the next week just because of all this stuff. So thanks for the content. I appreciate it. But guys, thank you so much for taking time on your Thursday night in August. I know that's a pretty huge deal, and I just want to thank you guys and good luck with Team Cup. And I'm going to challenge every single one of you to go and send out 20 invites right now. And then if you have not created your seven layer deep why, you need to go keep yourself in your office for a bit and really pull apart that why. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for popping on. Thank you, Mariah, again. We appreciate you. And I'll have this recording up here shortly, you guys. Okay. Bye.